Some matches in football just feel like they were written by Netflix. The drama, the chaos, the insanity. These games didn't feel real, especially when looking back at it. They felt scripted. Today we're going to dive into some football matches that had this exact effect on us. Let's go. Now we are going to start off strong with a game that is the epitome of script, and I'm of course talking about the World Cup final in 2022. I promise you, Messi and Mbappe were playing football that day. They were filming the best movie of all time. Let's dive in. So we started at kickoff, and it was of course intense, but no goals or anything yet. But in the 23rd minute, Di Maria cuts in from the left and gets chopped by Dembele. But hold up, let's freeze for a second. Not gonna lie, I don't think that was a foul. He barely touched it. Argentina and Giroud got hoofed for having quite a stinky performance, if I say so myself. But then in the 80th minute, Colomwani got absolutely harassed, which resulted in a France penalty, and Mbappe put it away. But not even 2 minutes after kickoff, France got a counter, and then this happened.
Mbappe.
In the span of 2 minutes, Mbappe had done what France couldn't do in 70 plus minutes. Insane. Argentina fans all over the world, I just know your heart was racing. Your blood pressure was higher than the average American. Well, maybe that's pushing it, but you get it. Argentina got bedazzled. We were now on for extra time. In the first half of extra time, our sheep, PNL Pessi, scores a tap in to give Argentina the lead. But of course, our king Kiki wins a penalty after a questionable block and bangs it 3-3. So now it's the dying minutes of the match, and France get a phenomenal chance through Colomwani. But I think we all know what happened next. For those that don't know, I want you to take a look at this picture and take a guess. I'll give you 5 seconds. So if you guessed that he scored and France went on to win the World Cup, you should jump off a cliff. But seriously, Colomwani missed. And this is arguably what lost France the game. After full time, the game went to penalties. What went on in that shootout can only be described as a total disaster class for France. Credit should be given to Emi Martinez. Argentina had won the World Cup, but not after what is arguably the best World Cup final of all time. Felt straight out of a football movie. Let's move on to the next match. Now this next game is one that City fans love to glaze. You see, it all starts in 2012. Manchester City, for those of you who didn't know, wasn't always good at football. Up until 2012, they had 0 Premier Leagues. But this game changed everything. It was the final match day in the 2011-2012 season. Classic Barclays ball. And Manchester City were tied for points and record with none other than the mighty Manchester United. City had better goal difference, however. This meant to win their first Prem, they either had to win, match United's result, or hope for a United loss. City were up against a relegation side at home, which is the indomitable Queen's Park Rangers. United were up against a mid-table Sunderland. The expected result is that both teams win easily, and City wins their first Prem. No. That isn't what happened. The movie directors over at FIFA didn't want that. For the sake of simplicity, I'll tell you that Man United won their match 1-0 through a Rooney goal, so we're just gonna focus on City. So they started strong and scored a goal through defender Zabaleta. Low-key, this goal was kind of on the goal, but it's whatever. First half was gone now, but QPR did the unthinkable and equalized through a great finish in the 48th minute from Jibril Cisse, 1-1. Not too long after, QPR Ranger Joey Barton elbows Carlos Tevez and gets sent off, and then has a crash out moment where he knees Aguero in the back. It was weird, but just know that for now, QPR, or not for now, until the end of the match, QPR were now on 10 men. Man City fought hard to punish them for the numerical disadvantage, to no avail, because QPR scored again through a great header by Jamie Markey in the 66th minute. Man City were now playing catch up. And keep in mind that while this was happening, Man United were still 1-0 up. It was getting bad. Fast forward to injury time. Man United had won by now, but Man City were given 5 more minutes. If they didn't win in these 5 minutes, they were cooked. Edin Dzeko tied the match up in the 92nd minute with a great header off a corner and made the game 2-2. It was looking cooked, but in the 94th minute, Aguero passed the ball to our GOAT, Balotelli, and he laid it back off to Aguero, who moved away from 2 defenders and weaved the third one to bang it bottom bins. With seconds left on the clock, Man City had just won the Premier League against all odds. Commentary for this game is legendary, and you've probably heard it in memes, but this game is a classic and a perfect example of scriptedness. I promise you, Sir Alex Ferguson broke his controller after this. Let's move to the final game. Man, oh man, oh man. If you're still watching this video, I appreciate you, by the way. You should subscribe. But this match isn't like the others. There wasn't any crazy comeback, just straight energy. We started at kickoff, and for kickoff to our first chaotic moment, Liverpool had about 9 shots. But then Salah gets absolutely dragged by Ramos in the 25th minute and gets subbed off due to a dislocated shoulder. Ouch. After this, Carvajal was subbed after a failed back heel that destroyed his hammy. And then Benzema opened the scoring, but it was offside. First half came to an end 0-0, with Liverpool having more chances and Madrid having more possession. When's the last time we've seen that? But anyways, in the start of the second half, Ramos got pushed into Karius' head on the corner. And while Karius appeared to be fine afterwards, the course of the game would go on to remain in history after this moment. Madrid scored their first goal after Karius threw the ball straight into the path of Benzema in the 51st minute, and it bounced off of him into the net. Shortly after, Liverpool equalized through Mane with a tap-in from the corner, but Gareth Bale got subbed on in the 61st minute and scored one of the best bicycle kicks of all time 2 minutes later, making it 2-1 Madrid. Things just kept getting worse. Bale took a shot from the right in the 85th minute, a net shot, plus FIFA from 40 yards out, and it should have been an easy save, but a concussed Karius slipped it into his own net. Wow. Madrid were walking home with the UCL. And keep in mind, while we know what happened now, Liverpool fans were shocked at the type of goals being scored, because no one knew Karius was concussed at the time. From an outside POV, it literally looks like the dark arts were happening on the pitch, aka script. But yes, Madrid won that game with our GOAT, Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro, winning his 5th UCL. That was his last game for Madrid. Also, fun fact, a fan invaded the pitch on his last chance for Madrid, like his last touch of the ball, and Ronaldo didn't get the chance to shoot, which is kind of crazy. L fan. But that is all the matches we will mention today. If you're interested in more scripted games, let me know. And if this video gets 100 likes, I'll make Football Inside Jokes Part 4. Also, join the Discord. Peace.
Stop, wait a minute, the way you move that body,